Hey, everybody's favorite Druid left. Hey, I'm going to do Proving Grounds for you guys real quick. When you get in here, make sure you grab your health stones. Make sure you get your buff food here. Okay, it's only a couple gold. It's worth it. It gives you 100 haze, probably your most important stat. Alright, we're going to do gold. I'm going to show you guys gold. Okay. So, Harmony change, you don't need to open up with regrowth anymore to get your Harmony up. Okay, so now you can just open up with HOTS. But we're going to wait for our tank to actually be physically running into battle. There he goes. So we're going to Life Bloom and then Rejuve. Okay, now we're just going to kind of wait until he takes a little bit of damage. Okay, so now we're going to regrowth. Alright, so now we're going to wait until he takes a little bit more damage. Okay, we're waiting. Okay, so we're going to Swift Man. Now we've got Souls of the Forest up. Okay, Life Bloom there. We're holding that. We're holding that. We're going to cast that on ourselves. Just because the situation presented itself where it was beneficial to throw that 200% rejuve on ourselves. Because that would be the only heal that we would have needed. You know what I mean? Had we taken more damage, it would have been the most mana efficient way to do that. Alright, so now we're waiting. We got Life Bloom. We're going to rejuve here. Okay, we're going to wait until he gets a little bit lower. Now we're going to Swift Mend. Now we've got a 200%, rejuve there. Okay, so we're gonna throw that up. Now it goes up as Germination because it's the second one. Life Bloom just bloomed. Okay, so now we're going to cast Regrowth. Again, trying to be as mana efficient as possible. Dispel that guy. Okay. And again, normally I use targeting keys. Okay. Normally I use targeting keys. But for the sake of this video, I'm not using them so that I can show you guys. Kind of like how I'm thinking in my brain of who to target next. Okay. So you guys can kind of like physically see how I'm targeting. But for 5-man groups, and then what I do for raids is in raids, I change my targeting keys to my two tanks, okay, and generally my other 2 healers, okay, and I just make macros for those with their names, and I just swap that out, because when you're gonna raid, you're gonna raid for 3-4 hours. It's gonna be a while generally, so I set those macros up. I take the 15 minutes, set the macros up and whatnot. Just because it makes it easier to target those particular people in the raid. Okay, so again, this debuff, you have to get the person above 90%. Alright. So we're just kind of having faith in our HOTS on this guy. Okay, we've got free regrowth, so we're just going to throw those around. See how I follow that regrowth up with an instant rejuve? Okay. We're going to 3-hot that guy. Okay, again, try to keep Life Bloom up on your tank at all times. Okay, and we've got free regrowths, might as well use them. This is mana-free healing here, so... And now we're just kind of waiting. Our DPS is apparently killing it. Now we pretty much almost have full mana here. Okay. So again, Life Bloom, Rejuve, and now we're just waiting. Okay, it's taking a little bit of damage. Now we're going to cast Regrowth. Okay, then we're going to Regrowth again. Now we're going to cast it on this guy. And we're going to go immediately and dispel this guy. Okay, we're going to go back to our tank. We're going to Swift Mend here. We'll wait for the Rejuve to fall off. 200% Rejuve there. Okay, so you see how the whole raid took damage? I'm going to run for the middle. I'm going to cast Wild Growth on myself, because that's going to hit everybody if I did that. Okay, I will show you on the next. I will cast it only on the melee, and you will see it's not going to hit everybody, because we're too far apart. So by running it to the middle and casting it on yourself, you end up casting it on everybody. Okay. I'm going to Swift Mend our tank here. Okay, and we're going to use... okay, so let me show you this. Okay, I'm going to cast Wild Growth on this guy. See how it only hit the 3 of us, didn't hit these guys, the melee? Okay, if I had run into the middle and casted it on myself, I would have hit everybody with my Wild Growth. Okay, so make sure you are doing that. Okay, make sure you're splitting the difference between your melee and your ranged and casting it on yourself. This way it has a better chance of getting to everybody. Okay, I opened with a Rejuve there, and then I Swift Mended. Now I've got a 200%. Now I've got free regrowths here. So that was a 200% free mana regrowth right there. Get another Rejuve up. Okay. Spam regrowth here because we've got them. They're free. Might as well. Get that Rejuve back up. Life Bloom Bloom. Get another Life Bloom up. Okay, again, we're just having faith in our HOTS. Now we just procced another Omen of Clarity. So we have 3 free regrowths. So you might as well just cast them. because they're free, and it procced again. So again, this is why this talent is so good. You know, if this was a raid situation, I could be throwing regrowths all around the raid, mana free. You know, as long as you have that life bloom going. Okay, remember with your 4-piece, you know, you can life bloom 2 targets, which for some reason doesn't seem to be working here. Okay, well that doesn't work. Not sure why. All right, so I swift mended that to instantly heal that. Now I got a 200% rejuve. Okay, so I threw that up on my tank. Another rejuve. I'm gonna get full hots on my tank. Okay, I'm gonna run in the middle, split the difference, cast wild growth on myself so it hits everybody. Throw a couple rejuves on this guy. Again, I'm having faith in my hots. Get my life bloom back up. Rejuves fell off. Throw that rejuve up. Okay, I'm going to swift mend here. Then I'm going to 200% rejuve. And now we've got free regrowth, so we're going to cast those. 2 on our tank, 1 on this guy. Okay, and now we're just kind of just, you know, playing the mana game. Obviously, I'm not having mana issues, but generally speaking, that's kind of how you want to think. Okay, I've got hots on everybody. My hot should keep me alive, keep everybody alive. No reason for me to cast spells. Let my mana regen get me my mana back. Okay, especially in raid situations. You know, you don't want to just be blindly throwing rejuves around for no reason. So now we're just kind of waiting for this wave here. Alright, so again, life bloom, rejuve. Now we're waiting till he takes a little bit of damage. You know, gets down to like 90%. So we get the benefit of that burst healing. Now we procced Omen of Clarity. So we've got free rejuves. We might as well use them. Okay. Life bloom's about to bloom. Throw the life bloom up. Get our rejuve back up. Might as well throw our second rejuve up and lose this. Oh, you see it procced again. So now we've got, you know, 3 more free regrowths here. That's why that Omen of Clarity talent is so good for PvE situations, because it's basically just, I mean, you never, I mean, you always have it up. Now, if I were able to use both of my life blooms, I would probably have clear casting up even more often, you know, because it procs off your life bloom healing. So that's why that Omen of Clarity talent is so good. Okay, so you definitely want that. And I would say Souls of the Forest for 5-man, Tree of Life for raid situations. Okay. Now, in raids, I mean, Efflorescence might actually be better than Germination. I actually haven't tested that. So, if you find yourself not really needing 2 rejuvenations on people, I would say in 5-man, I would go with the 2 rejuve. Alright, so the whole group's kind of taking damage, so I'm going to run in the middle. Alright, I'm going to Iron Bar my tank here because it's taking excessive damage. Okay, we're going to Swift Mend, and we're going to 200% rejuve here. Dispel that guy real quick, get back on our tank. Okay, we've got full hots, Life Bloom just bloomed, another Life Bloom. Okay, again, we're having faith on our hots. Now we just proc Clear Cast, and we got free rejuves, might as well use them. Dispel this guy. Okay, throw free rejuve on this guy, cast another free rejuve, get that rejuve back up, get a couple, you know, Germination up. Life Bloom bloom, throw a Life Bloom up, dispel that. Okay, keeping our tank targeted. We got free rejuves, regrowths, so we might as well use them. Okay, might as well use them. Okay, just rolling our hots. That's all we're doing. As soon as the hot falls off, just cast it back up on the tank. Roll your hots on that tank all the time. Okay, so now we sit and wait. Now we sit and wait. Okay. Again, now this video is describing how to heal as a Resto Druid, alright? So normally, when I play the game, I'd be running in, bashing this guy, you know what I mean? Maybe doing some damage here. Okay, help this fight get over with. Gotta get this guy above 90%. But that's just like the PvPer in me, you know, because that's what I do in PvP. I just kind of incorporate that. I mean, in raids, obviously, I'm not like running in and trying to stun bosses. You can't stun bosses, so that'd be kind of dumb. So now we're just kind of waiting. We're going to Swift Mend that. Now we got 200% rejuve. We're going to throw that out. We're going to dispel. Get our Life Bloom back up. The whole group's kind of taking damage, so I'm going to kind of split the difference of my range and my melee. Okay, this way my Wild Growth hits everybody there. Okay, get my rejuve. Okay, we're going to regrowth here. We're going to dispel this guy. Okay. Life Bloom's about to bloom. We're going to let that bloom. Get our Germination back up. We got 4 hots on our tank, so now we're just kind of having faith in our hots. We're going to Swift Mend there, top them off. We're going to hold, and because the raid, we're going to 75% Wild Growth there. Okay, we're going to Swift Mend again. Okay, and we're going to 200% free regrowth right there. Now we've got 2 more free cast regrowths, 3 mana regrowths. Okay, again, we'll do some damage here just because that's me. If you're new to Resto Druid, I would not recommend doing what I'm doing right here. But that's generally how you want to do that, okay? So you want to regrowth, I mean Life Bloom, and then reju, okay, your tank. Now he's going to run in. Now you're going to wait until he takes, like, 5-10% damage, okay? Then you'll regrowth him, throw up your Germination. Okay, now you got 4 hots rolling on your tank. Okay, he's doing his thing, he's doing his thing. Life Bloom, get your Life Bloom back up. Rejuve fell off, get your Rejuve back up. He's doing his thing, he's doing his thing. Oh, we took a bunch of damage. You proc Clear Casting, maybe throw a couple of Rejuves on him. Okay, throw a, throw Iron Bark on him if he's taking a lot of damage, but that is generally how you want to PvE heal as a Resto Druid. In the current pre-Legion patch. As far as when Legion drops, things might change. We're probably going to gain some abilities. I don't know. We'll see. Not exactly sure what's going to happen, but we'll figure that out when it comes at us. But for now, this is basically how you want to be healing, so practice this, and it should work out for you in the long haul once you get accustomed to not having to think about it. Okay? Like I'm at the point in Resto Druid where I really don't think about healing. I can focus more on like what's going on around me because I know my healing rotation. I know how to keep people alive and when and how to cast my heals. So once you get that down, you can start focusing on other things like running in and bashing stuff if you want, or maybe doing a little bit of damage with your dots. Whatever the case is, maybe like rooting some new monster that just came in the screen or something like that, whatever the case is, then you can start focusing on that. But the first thing you want to get down as a Resto Druid is how your hots work, what you can trust them to heal, and the order in which to put them onto your tank and group DPS. So for now, we're going to sign out. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check out the stream at twitch.tv/leftdruid. And we'll see you around. Thanks for watching.